What's going on, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to another episode of the KC Sports Report. This is Arrowhead Pride lead film analyst Caleb James. I'm back with another film breakdown, this time from the disappointing Week 11 loss against the Denver Broncos that saw the Chiefs drop to 5-5. This game is frustrating for a lot of reasons, and it really just came down to the Broncos did a good job of converting their chances when they had the ball in the red zone and when they had third down situations, and the Chiefs did a pretty poor job of trying to convert those same chances. Really, this game was pretty close all the way throughout. But once again, as always, make sure you're liking and subscribing this video. Make sure you're going to check out all the great stuff Michael's putting out on the main channel. And I hope that everyone enjoys this show. The Chiefs still have some big football left, so the sky's not completely falling yet, but let's get into this episode. You see here possibly a false start there. Watson wanted it, and really he doesn't play bad coverage, but Nix just drops a dime in there to Troy Franklin. We go to the end zone view, and there's just not much in the pass rush department. They're going to be able to get the guys they want out there to help double team up Chris Jones to where he can't do anything. No one else can win one-on-one. Nix delivers a good pass. And it is worth looking at this because there might have been a case for a false start before the play. Watson clearly wanted one. I really think he did a good job of covering it. He just wasn't able to actually locate the ball in the air or get his head around. He stayed on tight. Safety helps looking the other way, so he's a little too late to come over. And, perfect pass from Bo Nix there. Late in the game, the Chiefs had the Broncos backed up all the way, 3rd and 15, a chance to get off the field and try to get the ball back. And they come in, and Nix fires a pass down the field to Cortland Sutton, 420 yards to convert in a first down. When we come in here to the end zone view, you see the Chiefs are showing Bolden. They're showing Chenal at the line of scrimmage. They're acting like they may bring something here, but they end up just bringing 4. And really, Chenal's only, just spying Nix, so it's really only a 3-man rush. Jones gets triple teamed, and the defensive ends aren't able to get any pressure. So Nix has all day to step up into this. And when we go downfield, the frustrating part is you see Broncos are covered all over the place. This is initially good coverage by Watson. He just loses track of Sutton. Man, that's a long time to have to cover someone, though. So not necessarily all in the secondary here. The Chiefs just did not get home with any pass rush at all. The Broncos had another 3rd down. Look, this one's much shorter, and this time the Chiefs are going to heat them up or attempt to heat them up. They've got some guys. They really don't bring too many, but they get Sutton matched up, in a favorable situation where he's got Bolton covering him. You don't want linebackers going against receivers. And you see here the Chiefs, they are showing these looks. They've got safeties in the box. They've got guys walked up, but really they only end up bringing 4. It's all just for show, but then Bolton ends up one-on-one with Sutton, who that's just not a good matchup for any linebacker, especially against a good receiver like him. We come back out to the wide view, though, and you'll see they just kind of do a good job of planning it off like that. And you see the motion over, they start to flex, and that's really just them taking advantage of the Chiefs' tendencies there with that play. This was a frustrating play on 3rd and short for the Chiefs, especially with how well they've been running the ball. But you see Brashard Smith starts to motion out, and then Mahomes wants to throw a pass to him late. But when we go in here to the end zone view, you'll kind of see this really wasn't Mahomes' best effort. You'll see Smith back here is going to motion out. They are wanting to try to get this ball to him, but Mahomes hesitates for a second like he's trying to go somewhere else, and he doesn't really get all of it. His feet are funky, and he leaves the throw short, and the defense closes in. When we go out to the wide view here, I do think that Mahomes wanted to hit one of his receivers. I think he's looking either Kelsey's direction or Rashee Rice's direction. You see Rice gets kind of grabbed there a little bit. I think that's who Mahomes wanted to go to first, and that's why he's late getting the ball over there to Smith. The Chiefs are moving the ball pretty well this drive, and they have a red zone look here. Mahomes starts to scramble a little bit, and when he's rolling out, he starts to see Elijah Mitchell open up downfield, and he tries to dump a pass in there, but it gets picked off, and the Chiefs, offense just has to go out at this point and make sure Denver doesn't take it back for a pick 6. When we go into the end zone view, you can see that Mahomes has a decently clean pocket. They do a good job of picking up the twist there on the inside. Simmons gets beat a little bit late, but Mahomes has plenty of time to leave the pocket clean, and he tries to fit this in here to Mitchell, but he doesn't put enough under, and it ends up getting picked off. When we go out back out to the wide view, though, you can see when Mahomes hits the top of his pocket, there's no one open initially. So that's what kind of causes him to want to scramble and why he thinks he has to go out here and make this play. This is a critical third down look for the Chiefs. Denver's showing blitz. And Mahomes, he's looking downfield, but there ends up being this free rusher off the edge. So he just has to eat the ball and takes the sack. When we come in here, you'll see Denver does have 6 guys up on the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs have guys in the slot, and they also have Kareem Hunt in to help block. Mahomes is going to send Worthy over in motion. No one for the Broncos really does. So there's all these Broncos out here showing in the box blitz. But what's going to happen is the left side A-gap player is going to act like he's going to fall back, but then it's the right side guy that falls back, and a free rusher ends up coming off the edge. There's a little bit of miscommunication between Hunt and Simmons on who's supposed to take what, and they get back there. But then just taking a look at the wide view of this play here, what's frustrating about this is the Chiefs only need about 11 yards. They've got Kelsey, Thornton, and Worthy over here on the left side, but most of them are running their routes pretty deep to where there's no real check down or any sort of leak out from Mahomes to get to, and this is what's going to cause him to have to take the sack. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Make sure you're checking out all the great content that Michael's putting out. He's putting out daily videos, and I'm very appreciative that he's willing to put these film breakdowns up on his channel. You can follow me on Twitter at CJ Scoobs, and make sure you're going and checking out all the great work that's getting put out over at Arrowhead Pride. I've got some film reviews out on this game now, and I'll have 5 things to look forward to watching this weekend when the Chiefs will take on the Colts. Obviously, the biggest football of the season is yet to be played, and the next few weeks are going to tell us a lot about, what the Chiefs are made of. But I am pretty excited for how I think things are going to finish. They just have to clean up these red zone looks, and they've got to clean up some of the third down conversions. But make sure you guys are liking and subscribing as always, and I hope everyone has a great week.